Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The House Huddle. We will be discussing true crime cases in detail, highlighting the evidence, facts, and public health concerns that are presented in each one. I've been an active member of the true crime community for several years and researching independently several topics in question regarding specifically, for this video, the case of Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico Watts. I decided to dig a little deeper into the subject of the Masons once I discovered that we have a personal family tie to the Masons. This topic has come up over the past 3+ years, resulting in theories and speculation that NK's father was a Mason and that somehow meant she was protected, etc. As you can imagine, being a mother, I wanted to better educate myself rather than suspect a group based on mere ignorance and theory. Originally, this was going to air at 10 a.m. However, as I was putting on the finishing touches, I stumbled upon even more information that resulted in more questions. So we very well may end up looking into this a little bit further. From being a fraternity to the Vatican being quoted calling it the synagogue of Satan, as stated from the History Channel, this theory may have more merit than I originally thought. It was my decision to look into this to debunk a theory, and now I feel I have more questions. Let's get a little more background on the Colorado organization. As you will see, the layout of the website is very much like that of a college brochure. It's very wholesome, filled with charities and good deeds. You will see me address this in the interview. The outward appearance doesn't give rise to many questions and initially relieved any concerns I had. But I wouldn't be into true crime if I believed the cookie-cutter presentations and narratives. I kept digging. Something I would have you pay attention to are the responses that he gives. What he says is backed by several Freemason Lodge websites that are easily Googled. My contact is not someone I know personally. We merely know each other from the fitness industry, but have never met in person, to the best of my knowledge. Fitness competitions and expos expose you to a lot of people, and you never know who are on the other side of the Facebook profile picture. Notice as he starts to answer the questions, he can't believe I'm asking about criminal acts, but I can't help but note a little sarcasm. Then the comment about you've been watching too many movies, and then laughing it off. You'll see as I express or explain the details that this wasn't a movie, this was a horrible case, and that I was wanting to better educate myself, he begins to open up. He goes on to explain about the organization as being a worldwide fraternity and not necessarily a local social club. I guess more so like not a good old boys club. However, you can also read a little bit more about this on the websites that are found online. I explained to him I wanted to debunk a theory and didn't want to make an assumption off of mere ignorance. You can tell by the expression that that's something he feels pretty passionate about as well, is that people are ignorant about the organization and then they take speculations and treat them as gospel. I wanted to make sure he understood that I appreciated his time for understanding, and that while I understood some of these questions were a bit much, having family tie, not understanding as a mom, a little bit of background with family, it was important for me to just learn a little bit more about the organization. He says, no problem, have a good weekend. And then this was the part that I was a little bit taken aback by, was when I said, so in your opinion, if a man were on the verge of divorce or violence, would this organization be more positive influence on him and his decision making, or was it more business oriented? And then his question is this a hypothetical man already a member? Unless he is vouched for, he's not even considered for membership. I explained that that's unclear, but in light of the theory being the organization would have negatively influenced him, it kind of goes against everything I've read online, as more so the organization is positive. He does point out that people from all walks of life, including presidents, philosophers, politicians, pastors, the guy at the gas station, and even women can be Masons. It's important to note the Freemasons require you to believe in a higher power, not one specific. Your higher power could be Christ, Satan, or the sun, and you're qualified on that front. This explains why the Catholic Church and many others don't support membership. Keep in mind, Shanann's mother is described as a devout Catholic. What does this mean for an organization's moral foundation? Ethics. At what point is it a club, rather a cult? It brings me back to one response from this interview that he felt compelled to restate. There are good and bad seeds everywhere. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.